Hello, friends! Welcome to Movie Recap. Today we present a horror and suspense genre film for you in 2025. At the beginning of the video, we kindly ask you to like the video to support our efforts and subscribe to the channel. This is a small favor for you. The story begins with Mel, a young girl who escapes from some kind of prison wall, holding a hammer in her hand and trying to stop the pursuer. Despite her efforts, she is caught. Currently, Mel's sister Clover, along with friends, sets out to find her. They arrive at the last known place Mel was seen. Upon entering the store, Clover asks the seller if he has seen her mother. The seller explains that Mel's mother is one of the people who went to the Valley of Science and has not returned yet. Hearing this, Clover and her friends move forward, hoping to find out what happened to her mother. The difference is that after some time, not a single drop of rain falls and the black grass begins to die and fall. Despite this being the last chance to save the valley, wild creatures begin to appear, entering the house to investigate. Inside, they find it full of severed animal parts. Looking at the registration journal on the tables, the grandmother remembers the room numbers. She dies first. The girl who loses sight of the journal notices another name, Melnicam, and becomes suspicious, coming to the conclusion that something strange is happening in this place. Among the people who enter the houses, the girl sees that the walls are covered with writings asking for help, and among them, a worried friend asks for help. Clover also sees a shadowy figure who suddenly disappears. Immediately, night falls and the friend tries to bring her back but is unable to. Everyone understands that something bad is about to happen. Some people who hear strange noises go outside but their cars don't start. Afraid, they return home and phone connections are lost, so Clover starts searching for other survivors. At dawn, Megan and Clover. While checking the traffic, Clover finds a phone but it is not working. Megan tries to use a radio but also fails, leading to more noise. Upstairs, strange sounds are heard and someone seems to be inspecting the house. The friend returns but is attacked in the middle of the road and someone. Hearing the screams, Max goes upstairs to see what is happening, and what he sees is a maniac who has sent a philosopher to the friend and advises the others to be careful. When he tries to intervene, the maniac passes through the guards and Max has to show his strength to stop him. The maniac takes a broken chair leg from Max's hand. Without hesitation, Max's eyes open wide. Megan, terrified, cannot escape from his grip and she seems to be in a state of shock and unable to move. Clover stabs him in the shoulder but it only seems to tickle him. Running into the forest, Clover sees the shadowy figure of her friend's mother and the maniac who came with the voice sends the friend with the philosopher. Suddenly a shot is fired and everything returns to the time when the event started. All the people who disappeared are back. They realize what happened and wonder what to do next. The friend tries to leave the place but is stopped by someone. However, her name appears in the Melnick registration book. This means the cycle will repeat again and again. Suddenly, someone starts shooting at everyone. The Egyptians quickly forget the tragedy and see Mel running to help. Clover tries to help her sister, but the guards warn that it might be a trap and try to stop her. Ignoring them, the girl goes outside but does not see the pursuers. The guards see an old woman flying in a spirit. Meanwhile, a camper waiting for his visa is under pressure from the last moments before leaving. The girl leaves the house happily, but someone laughs. The camper arrives and takes her to the shelter where she will spend the last night before the trick begins. But a maniac appears before they get out of the car, causing suspicion. Max follows Clover from behind and tries to check the surrounding area. The maniac appears and attacks, turning the night into a nightmare. When they go outside, the maniac kills him. This maniac seems to have a different mood. Time returns to the moment when everything started. Knowing the dangers, the young people lock all doors and bathrooms. The old woman who drank water asks who will protect them and everyone gathers in a room. Clover tells the survivors that they need to perform the trick by dawn. The guards. After the severe storm begins, the rivers overflow and the water floods the area. Nina sees blood on the ground and tries to stop Megan, saying the water is dangerous, but it is too late. They try to escape the house, but the water causes problems. They understand they may face torture, and Megan is an example of that. Clover asks Max not to torture her and pleads for him to stop, but Max refuses and explodes angrily. After a while, a man enters who turns out to be the shopkeeper. he almost tells Clover. The timer for the death event restarts. Waiting for a solution, Clover starts searching for other survivors outside. The girl finds a store clerk and collects some documents. Reading the newspaper, Gloria Valley reports a terrible event 20 years ago. At that time, many people died violently and over 100 people remained alive. For those who could not think beyond the horror, Dr. Hill was called for help. The experienced doctor sees that the event is connected to the guards and the survivors, and they suffer terrible consequences. They go mad and eventually become cannibals. They become known as Wendigo. Radio communication continues as the event unfolds, and the only survivor. Clover refuses to sacrifice someone, takes a card, and finds out about the doctor. The girl tells the doctor about her plan to meet someone secretly, and the doctor agrees, but she should not go alone. However, her friends oppose this, but the girl knows that her mother is waiting for her in the forest, and Clover resists. The guards stop the friend and say that if she goes with them, she must leave the girl behind. Nina cuts her throat, saying it is punishment for sending Clover away. Max and Megan try to stop Clover from being betrayed by the guards. Liquids fall on the girl who is being tortured, and when she looks up, she sees the Wendigo. The windows break and the guests arrive. But Megan, who is locked inside, laughs at the windows. Max is worried about getting the girl out, but the maniac attacks and he is forced to retreat. Max finds Clover, but they get trapped. The mad Melnick transforms into Wendigo and attacks Max, who manages to escape. Clover wakes up and tries to prolong the time, and Max agrees, then pushes Clover into the lake water. He explodes and dies. Everyone is resurrected, and someone explains everything, saying they have been mutated. But the guards explain that the situation is normal and deceive them. Clover has been living here for a long time, and Nina says she has been here for 13 nights. They look through the registration journal and no one can remember what happened during the night, and Megan has also disappeared. They watch the events on video and read notes that Clover's strange behavior and her condition are not much different from the maniac. Another note says that she must leave this place. The captured Megan is taken to the attic, and they are forced to go outside through a door full of smoke. Entering the house together, they realize that the building has been damaged, and Megan is told to follow the plan. Max puts her to sleep and with friends tries to protect. Later, they find Megan and Wendigo is nearby. Searching for survivors, the girl is trapped with the doctor in a room. The doctor says she suffers from a rare mental illness. She is in deep depression and anxiety, twice. During the interview, the girl spills coffee that starts dripping from above, adding a few drops of water. The guards become suspicious of the girl, and Megan seems to take her last breath. After drinking the coffee, the doctor starts to feel strange but leaves. The friends suffer from the torture, the survivors. Time runs out. This time nothing can go back. Osmond begins a ritual. The nightmare ends. The machine operator says we must leave quickly. Everyone agrees we must leave before anything else happens. Thank you, friends, for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe to the channel Movie Recap.